All right, welcome to Next Level Tech Arcade. I'm your host, Nick Smith, and I'm bowling with Tim from VIDA today. We're gonna talk about VIDA, explain what it is, and we're gonna knock down some pins on some Wii bowling. Let's get started. Tim?
All right.
Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
All right. So we're gonna do a little Wii bowling.
Yeah.
Now, you said you didn't play much. Your first swing there was a strike.
It was a strike.
You're a ringer, so I'm in for
there.
it. I am in for it.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to throw down, but in the meantime, I want you help people understand who VIDA is and what you guys do.
Sure.
Right, because I think you're a bit of an unknown dark horse here in the States.
Yeah.
And that was just bad. So give us a rundown.
Yeah,
sure. VIDA? What do you guys do?
So we are a relatively new, like 3 years, new cloud-based, born in the cloud media asset management platform. Our customer base at the moment is largely media and entertainment businesses, and they're storing their TV shows, their movies, and all the ancillary assets that go with it.
Give it a good swing.
In the cloud, we offer cloud storage.
You got this nice.
I know, it's good, isn't it? Yeah. I've kind of got it. So we offer kind of completely managed solutions. So that's me again, isn't it? So that's cloud storage. No, I'm going to miss it. Oh, come on.
Oh, you kidding me?
Yeah, there we go.
I'm going to miss it. These fakes are spam.
So we offer cloud storage. We offer a spare of fast file transfer. We offer a suite of AI tools for generating all that wonderful searchable metadata. We offer transcoding and delivering assets out. So today we're storing customers are using VIDA to store somewhere north of 26 petabytes of content. As I said, that's big movie files, big TV shows.
And you're storing their assets in your cloud.
In the VIDA cloud, yeah, absolutely.
So holding the assets, then doing all the index and all the work to give them a clean interface. Now,
beautiful interface,
One of the things I love about was your interface and the depth that you could go with it. Because you got I can go simple, or I can just keep adding layers and layers of metadata, markers, all this incredible stuff just to give more context to what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, anyone who's in the world of MAM knows that metadata is the key to a successful MAM experience. So we're offering a really clean interface. So folks, anyone, you don't have to be an engineer to work out VIDA. If you've frankly done internet shopping, you can use VIDA. Come on, that's going to be
It's come on,
it's going to hit it. It's going to
get it. Oh! Okay.
Yeah, so
you're giving me a chance to catch up.
There we go. So we're so we offer a whole bunch of AI tools for folks to test to see whether they bring value, whether they're generating the right metadata.
So AI is obviously the biggest buzzword in the world right now. You say AI, and the stock market shudders.
Yeah.
What is your approach to AI?
Yeah.
And let's first talk about whose AI you're using, how are you implementing?
Yeah. So we don't build any of our own models. We're using third parties. We're using everything from 11 Labs, AWS, a whole bunch of folks.
And are you running those models in your instance or in somebody else's? Because most times we see people, it's like, oh, we have AI. Send the file over here, we'll AI it, and then we'll bring it back, right?
No, so we're running that in our instance. We can containerize that AI if folks want that as well. And our approach is to offer a marketplace of services. We're never going to build our own models. We're always out, and our engineering team and product team are out every day looking at new services because they're always getting better and changing. And we want to be able to swap those in and out to make sure that they continually offer value to our customers.
It's going.
There's new services happening all the time.
Okay. I got it. This is killing me because you just got this I'm calm and smooth and strike every time, and I'm flinging it down the lane. I can't get anything to hit. All right, so I'm gonna pull it in.
There we go. There we go. All right. Yes. Nice one.
There it is. You saw that. What about security? What is VIDA's approach? Because that's always, I think, my concern with cloud, with AI, with third party. How are you approaching security?
Yeah, it's hugely important. if we have customers holding some of the biggest TV shows and movies in the world, security is number one. So we have several layers of security. We have SSO, passwordless security, and login as well. That's paramount. We also, on ingest of an asset, will generate a redundant copy. We'll store that on a completely different cloud, a cold cloud, because we really believe that, you need to be doing that for business continuity and disaster recovery. That's a standard part of the...
You're still up.
Oh, there we go. I've still got to get one more. And we've recently done an integration so we can offer Okta SSO
very nice.
as well, so we can do Microsoft and Google, and now we'll be offering Okta as well. And of course with any man you've got permission-based access as well, so folks can implement that. So some folks can access some content, other folks can't. And frankly, every action and everything that is done in VIDA is recorded. You can take that data and you can see exactly who did what and when, in case there are other issues.
So throw this one and then give me a use case. Give me a customer who's using the product and what are they doing with it.
So we got, at the moment, we've got 4 main customer types. We've got production companies, we've got sales agents, so folks who are representing production companies and selling their assets. We've got broadcasters, and we've got commercial archives. So let me give you a good, let's do that one again. Let me give you a good example of an archive. Customer, yes.
The ball just goes where you will.
It's weird, isn't it? It's a mind game. It's a mind game, Nick. It's so the customer is BBC Motion Gallery. So that's the commercial archive of the BBC. So if anyone around the world wants to access any BBC footage for any reason, they will, first of all, they'll go to Getty, who's the commercial partner, and Getty will give them a login to the VIDA instance of the BBC Motion Gallery. They get in there, they can search for assets, they can clip assets, they can put assets in the shopping cart. And you've got to bear in mind the way that the BBC was running its commercial archive before was incredibly manual. If somebody, you'd have to phone up and ask, I want some footage of Ronald Reagan. They'd go and search for it in tapes and come back with, we've got 10 clips, is this going to work? No, that's not the right one. I mean, how can you run a commercial business like that? You put everything in the cloud, you make it self-service for users. They do the searching, they find what they want, they clip. You've got wonderful, archives are a great use case for metadata, for speech to text and that sort of stuff. So you've got some great metadata generated by AI. So you've got a much faster search facility, and therefore the sort of velocity of business is faster. So that's, and they're storing... Oh, look at that.
It's good. You cleaned up the back.
That's good, so they're storing, it's tens of thousands of assets. They're adding more every day.
Now, my assumption is this is where AI is really going to come in strong, because you're right, to have a human go in and sort a bunch of data and hope that somebody logged it, but instead we can tell it what Ronald Reagan looks like. We can do the phonetic search. Impressive pickup. That was very nice. So, I guess one of the things when we sent over the talking points that we want to hit is what is the piece of technology that is most important, most impressive? Like, what do you guys see as a big piece? And I'm wondering, is AI really one of those quintessential things that is making not just VIDA awesome?
Yeah. But, I think it depends on the use case. So you're right, Nick. For that archive, if you've got effectively a dumb archive, running a bunch of AI tools to generate that metadata, it's a no-brainer. I think the next level is looking at that kind of assistance. How can we get the world's smartest footage researcher? So instead of just putting in a kind of keyword, hoping you'll find Ronald Reagan, actually you can, like you do with a ChatGPT prompt, you can ask it a contextual question. Find me images or footage of Ronald Reagan when he was doing this. I think it was in this year. And then that will be able to go and search VIDA and bring back actually some much better results and much quicker as well. So that's something that we're looking at creating a kind of smart footage researcher. Where you can just generate much richer results.
So everybody gets a free production assistant with their VIDA.
Exactly, you got it. Exactly. That's where we got some, some interesting uses of AI. The team, the VIDA engineering team, are looking at other, improving search with AI, so kind of natural language search as well, just to give people a much richer experience. We also have another archive customer called British Pathé. Again, they've got a huge archive in VIDA. They also represent Reuters Historical Archive. That's thousands of hours of footage. And again, running AI tools across that is just a no-brainer. And you can only do that if everything's in the cloud.
Yeah.
You can't.
It's got to be centralized into a single database.
Yeah, exactly. That's mine, isn't it?
When you look at the media and entertainment industry as a whole, the MAM, the cloud, all these spaces, what do you think's missing from this space? Is there a technology that's missing that is really going to change things, or is it education?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think education is still one. I still think there are folks who are kind of tier 2 organizations who are still storing their stuff in all sorts of locations, a little bit skeptical of the cloud. I think that's an education piece. And when folks get it, they really get it, and it's transformational for their business. That's what I love about it. So it is largely an education.
Knock those down.
It's an education for those. It's an education for those folks. Yeah, the bigger tier 1 media organizations are all over it.
So you had one more thought on the sort of what was missing from this space.
We're working with a company.
Like you're missing that thing, right? Yeah.
We're working with a company called Media Anytime, and they've got a product called Airframe. And Airframe is about editing assets straight from an S3 bucket. And it's a really impressive bit of technology. So we're looking at nice. So
last one, it tapped, it wobbled, but it didn't.
It wasn't going down.
It wasn't. It was like, I'm standing up to this.
So we're looking at doing an integration with Airframe. So folks via Adobe Premiere Pro can be accessing the original asset, be doing the editing. We may not have to be generating proxies either, because you can be sort of streaming the master asset. So that's a really neat bit of technology. And we're looking to announce that at NAB.
Nice.
Coming up, And that's actually, again, going back to that whole cloud piece, you have open APIs, you could be connecting, we can connect VIDA to kind of anything and everything that we want to, and that brings value to our customers. And again, that is a kind of real game changer for organizations where, you want to connect your rights management, you want to connect other, there we go.
That was impressive.
Nice
little pickup there. You got an extra frame.
There we are.
All right, that's the last frame. See if Tim can win the game here. Picks up 2 more.
There we go.
If there's one thing, as I wrap this up, there's one thing that you would want people to know or understand about VIDA. I mean, how could you sum that up?
It's for businesses that use VIDA, it transforms their business. We're transforming their content workflows, we're transforming their content teams, content operations folks, and ultimately we're transforming their business. And that's what gets me super excited about VIDA. We see it time and time again. Folks have moved from having either no MAM or having some legacy MAM that was on-prem, that's slow, and they move to VIDA. It transforms their business. And that's...
You beat me.
Hey, dude. Whoa. All right.
The first loss of the week.
Wild.
Man.
Yeah, so that's what I get most excited about is helping businesses do more, because the content business today is changing. It's super competitive. It's tough. The velocity to get assets out there is much, much quicker. You need a tool.
Everybody's a media company now.
Everybody's a media company.
Even manufacturers in clothing are media companies now.
You talk about the creator economy. That's booming. They're making a ton of video. And you know what's interesting about those guys is they're replicating large media businesses. If you're a podcaster, you're going to be delivering your assets to in-flight entertainment. You're going to be look at Netflix investing in the content creator space. You're going to be delivering your assets to Samsung TV Plus. They're replicating what media and traditional media and entertainment companies have done. That's why even those guys need a product like VIDA.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tim, real quick before we bounce out, just give everybody the URL so they know where to go to see more about VIDA.
www.vida.studio.
VIDA.studio. All right, this has been Next Level Tech, the arcade version. I've been here with Tim from VIDA. Check their website out to learn more and check us out for more episodes. We'll see y'all soon.